How do you take what you've learned in school, which is basically coming up with a plan of care based on symptomatology, to a BGI model of care? Well, this is a rich question, which we can break down in a lot of ways. But for one, we're very careful not to have like a prescripted or prescribed model of care, because not only is every person on the table different, and every person in their family will have different needs and different objectives and different goals, but also every chiropractor is different. And so that was something that was really important to Sue, was to not have like a pre-scripted plan of care, because it really took, it became more important than what was going on with the person. And I believe I can say for her, the person on the table was absolutely the hero of each chiropractic story. And so in no way was there ever like, well, this is how we're going to handle this. That does not take away from the validity and the importance of your question, which is how do we communicate to people, and how do we talk to people about what we're looking for and what our expectations are if they're coming in for pain. And our expectations are that perhaps they would fall in love with chiropractic and want to stay around for the rest of their life. What I like to offer people is a true meeting of where they are. So I want to know about what brought them in. And I will usually say, to what do I owe the pleasure of having you in the office today? And sometimes that's somebody that I've never met before. And sometimes it's somebody I've seen for, 20, 30 visits or 5 years. It doesn't really matter, because each time somebody can have a different reason why they felt like they wanted to be in the office. And also each time it is truly my pleasure that they are there. So there's that. And then I like to acknowledge that that's why they're there. So I understand that you're having trouble with your shoulder, and that it's becoming more and more of a nuisance for you, and you can't do the volleyball serve that you've always wanted to do. Great, fine. So I acknowledge that. Chiropractic is not a cure for anything. And my work in particular is not, I'm not here to fix you, because I don't see you as broken. What I see is that you have a tremendous amount of potential that is stored in your system. And I look so forward to helping your system release that, because underneath all of that tension is a lot of information and experience that your body has been holding on to. And what I notice with people who are in the office, particularly at the beginning, is there tends to be a pretty strong and fast curve of changes on a physical level. Say that I am not a magic fairy. As much as I would love to say that I know exactly what to touch or what to do to make their pain go away, the amazing thing about bodies is that they are so dynamic, so complex, so chaotic and nonlinear, that it would be irresponsible for me to say, I know exactly what we're going to do. I know exactly how long it's going to take for this symptomatology to change, because I can't. And so the best thing I can offer is, let's have a chat in 5 visits, 8 visits, whatever feels comfortable to you, chiropractor. And let's revisit. And I'm going to ask you, have you experienced or noticed changes in any aspect of your life, whether it's emotional, physical, chemical, the way your thoughts are proceeding, your thought patterning, your understanding of certain situations, the way you're triggered in certain situations? Are you noticing changes on any of these levels? And if so, I'm super excited, because that is an indicator to me that we are on the right path. If you are not, after however many visits you decide, noticing changes in any aspect of your life, I am not the right person for you at this moment, for you to be on your healing journey with. So let's find you somebody else who is. And I think it's a really fair and honoring way to acknowledge both your skills as a chiropractor and also their, like, they do want results, and results are understandable. A desire to have results is totally understandable and worthwhile. but you might have different impressions before you start and after you've had 5 or 8 visits or 10 visits or 6 visits, whatever it is. Your idea of what results are might be really dramatically different. So I actually would love to ask Tara Dennis about this. We were just together and she was saying she does not have really an in-depth conversation with people until they've had like a really big shift already in their system. Because she says the things that we'll talk about today when we just meet are going to be so far behind where we're going to be in a few weeks. So what I would really like to do is save that time now and put that towards our conversation in a few weeks, which is going to be at a really different level. And I think that that is also a really cool way to set up your long-term relationship. Because it's not about today. It's about what's in the future. In practice, these are not easy questions, even for people who've been in practice for years. So great job in pursuing excellence and in your communication, in your mastery of your hands-on skills, and in your understanding of how people and chiropractic work.